I heard some words, instant classic, people talking about what a great game. It was a great high school football game, but you hate to walk out of that one with a loss.
Yeah, it was a really good football game. It was a fun game to coach in. I'm sure it was a fun game to play in for both teams. You know, they're really good. And I'm so proud of our kids because we had a shot to win the game at the end. And, you know, I told our kids afterwards, 100 out of 100 times we go for two in that situation. It was the play that we practiced to, you know, as our two-point play. So we're not going to second guess the decision or the play. They got the hand on the ball on the pass, and that was that. But credit goes to New Prairie. They're really good, and you know, Coach Radke and his staff. And you know, I believe you know, that's a team that could potentially play a long ways into November. So you know, I learned a lot about our team tonight that I didn't know for sure. And so, am I disappointed we got beat? Yes. Am I hopeful after that game? Absolutely, because I got some questions answered that I didn't really know the answers to until we played someone as good as New Prairie is.
I think Donovan Snyder is going to feel it Saturday morning. He took a beating. He got some. But he carried the ball, and he never looked like he didn't want the ball. He wanted that ball, and what a game by that kid.
Yeah, he's probably the best player that I've ever personally coached. He doesn't quit. We tried to take him out. He refused. We sent a kid in to give him a play or two off, and he kicked the kid right back off. He didn't want to come off the field. The touchdown catch in the fourth quarter is probably one of the greatest plays I've ever seen.
He took the ball away from him.
Yeah, in a high school game. Just utter will. And so, again, I'm proud of him. Proud of our kids. You know, and our defense got some stops. You know, I thought a big point in the game was we got that little pooch kick, we recovered it, and we didn't score. We had a chance to go up 21-14 there and didn't convert, but we bounced back when we went behind 20-14. We drove the ball down the field and got and took the lead 21-20. And someone told me that we ran 28 plays in the second half and they ran 7 or 8. I mean, that was exactly what we wanted to have happen and what we thought we needed to do to win the football game. And we did it and still didn't win. And I thought that was a possibility as well because of how good they actually are. I thought the game could go exactly how I wanted it, and we could still get beat, you know.
It felt like you had the ball for about an hour and 20 because you had it at the end of the first half, a long halftime, and then you had it at the beginning of the second half. And like you said, you did what you wanted to. But a kid like Chase Ketterer, amazing performance by him. ESPN, other people are going to be talking about the highlight, and you got to give the kid credit. He did everything humanly possible to get to the end zone, but that's one you look at, and there are going to be questions about that play too.
Yeah, you know, I don't want to get into that. I talked to the officials about it. They gave me their interpretation of the play.
And the reason that people look at that is because of safety. If you leave your feet, and the kid left his feet, he got the touchdown. Credit to him. It wasn't called, but that's the reason that there is a rule for that in the IHSAA.
Yeah, you know, and again, like, I don't know that, you know, if he's such a good player that who knows if we stop him, even if they do throw a penalty flag for that. He's a really good player. Talked to him a little bit after the game. Seems like a really nice kid, a great leader. You know, again, you said it. We had the ball for what seemed like an hour. We had it 3 times, and all 3 times we got it pretty close to the red zone, and we only scored on one of them. Yeah. You know, we missed a field goal, and then we turned it over on downs. And to me, that's the determining factor in the game. We had 2 opportunities that we didn't convert on. And again, you know, super proud of our kids.
And finally, just where we go from here. We hit the road for 3 straight games to win the NIC North. We need some help from somebody to beat New Prairie. Talk about that, what you tell your kids, and now you got to get in that battle mode to go on the road. 3 good games.
Yeah, well, it doesn't get any easier for sure. Going to Elkhart Central, who's now 5-0, playing with a lot of confidence. What I told our kids is we're going to approach this as there's going to be a 1-loss team that wins the conference. And so we're still in it as far as I'm concerned because New Prairie still has to play Central and Penn. So do we control our own destiny? No. But right now, where we go from here, we get better. All right, we're going to come back to work tomorrow. We're going to learn from the film. We're going to come back hungry, ready to get better on Monday and go play a really good Elkhart Central team.